all right, which is still a good stream for the record. If ever I'm doing a stream and we only get halfway to the goal, that's still pretty good. But the idea is obviously to hit the goal as often as possible so that we can do special events, and it helps me to maintain everything that I've now had that's increased and allow me to improve my setup and do all kinds of new things. And that's the whole idea moving forward, right? So it was still a great stream, and I had a lot of good times with you guys, and looking forward to more. There will be more of that later in the week. I believe it's actually Tuesday's daytime stream. Will be more Pirate Yakuza. So there you have it. The special stream, I think, threw people for a loop because they certainly weren't expecting it, and it all came together kind of out of nowhere. So basically, I've been talking with a lot of the pro players from back in the day who I used to team up with, and we used to travel the country together playing in tournaments competitively in Street Fighter. And basically, a lot of them anyway, not all of them, because I'm talking with a lot of them who don't play anymore either, but a lot of them have just continuously actively played. They never really stopped. Now, they don't necessarily go and enter major tournaments and things like that, but they still actively play all the classic fighting games all the time. They have insanely high rankings on these collections. They play on Fightcade all the time, right? And we have been talking, and we're like, hey, would it be cool to just do like a random stream where I play against some of these guys and just have fun? You know, it's not about how well I do, because quite frankly, I just don't play the classics. As you guys know, the past few years, all I've really played has been the new games, whether that's, Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8 last year, whatever it is. Those are the games where there's comp, because these collections just haven't been very good, right? They haven't. And there's nothing you can really do about that. I've played them to the capacity that they can be played, but they're laggy and they just suck. So, after having talked with these guys, they said, why not just do a night where we just kind of randomly play these games together and see how it goes and all of that. And that's exactly what we did. All right. Now, to be honest, I don't feel like it was the best setting. And what I mean by that is, I didn't really know how to set stuff up. So each collection is different. We're setting up lobbies and the like. And on top of that, I don't know anything about like input delay settings and stuff. Everyone seems to disagree. Like when we were doing the input delay settings, playing these collections previous, I tried putting it to 0. But then when I did that, it would like skip and teleport and have a lot of issues with the netcode. So then I put it to 3, and then the game would run really smooth, but it had a lot of lag and dropped input. So it's like, what is the setting you're supposed to use, right? So I could just tell you this, playing, I had a lot of issue with dropped inputs and just things that wouldn't come out. Like, for example, I'm playing Super Turbo, all right? You know, the game I'm best at, the game that I've won entire tournaments in, and I'm doing a basic bread and butter combo with DJ. Cross up medium kick, 2 low jabs into standing medium punch into the Sobot kick. It is incredibly easy to do. I've done it probably 4,000 times, okay? It's guaranteed, cannot be interrupted. And I do crossover medium kick, low jab, and it gives me nothing else. And that's like critical to get this stuff to come out so you can win a round. And that's the kind of thing that was happening to me playing, is that half my inputs were literally dropping when I was trying to play. It's like, well, that's not fun. How can I actually be any kind of a real competitor against someone that I'm playing on the internet when half my inputs are just dropping in the middle of the fucking round? And it was like that all night. It didn't matter what game we were playing. I felt like I was playing at half capacity. So after the stream, I found out, I talked to Smoothcat after the stream, and he said, what settings did you have? And I said, well, I had it on default, and I think in the 30th anniversary collection, I think that's 3, like input of 3. And he said, oh, shit. He said, dude, you should have had it on 1. I play on 1. So basically, he had little to no input delay at all, and I was having artificial input delay. And he outright said, yeah, you're actually playing at a big disadvantage if you have the higher input delay. It'll look better on the stream, but it's going to play worse for you. So we should have figured that out ahead of time. And I didn't. So I was actually playing wrong with the setting that I was told, okay? Now, not to say that that's any excuse. It's not. I'm not saying that if I had it on the same input delay as Smoothcat that I would have beaten him more or anything. I don't know. But it kind of sucks when everyone there is screaming at me that you were at the, literally after the stream, everyone was like, dude, what input delay were you playing on? And I said, oh, I think I was on 3. And they're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, oh, shit. I blew it. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. So anyway, when we play again, and I say when because I feel like we are going to play again at some point. I just don't know when yet. I'm going to try to put it on the right input delay settings. So that way at least I'm on the same level playing field as the other people I'm playing, because that's the problem. If I've artificially given myself more input delay, there's no way I'm going to be able to react. There's no way I'm even going to be able to finish a combo. And that's what was going on. Like, I'm trying to play and I just can't get shit to happen. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? And now, going back to when I played it earlier in the week, the 30th anniversary collection, it's very possible that's why when I was playing a fucking button masher like EVILAJ, that I couldn't interrupt his throw traps. Because you can interrupt throw traps in Super Turbo, and I know how, and it wouldn't work. I couldn't interrupt anything. His literal button mashing was unstoppable. And I think it's because my input delay is so bad that the moves were coming out too late to stop anything. Okay? So obviously that's on me. But again, I'm new to all of this. I just started playing classic fighting games on PC. So we're going to have these kind of issues up front. It's very possible that by adjusting in the long term, things could be better. For example, I'm pretty sure that I had my monitor on 1080p. Fuck. I didn't have my monitor on. Dude, I fucked this whole thing up. I was on 4K. So it was 4K downscaled to 1080. No, actually, I take it back. The collections were probably running at 4K. I completely botched this thing. Look. I was on 4K. So I had massive lag. It's my fault. I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it. I have no one to blame but myself. But again, you see what I mean? Like, when you're stressed out about shit, your mind just isn't in it. And, it's amazing that I didn't fuck up things worse last week, with stuff that's going on. So not only was I on the wrong input delay, I was on the wrong resolution, which created more input lag. So when I play this again, I have to change the resolution to 1080p so that it's at proper 1080p 120 hertz, and it's not upscaling it. Likely it's going to be like 10 times better when I play again. All right. So anyway, I got my ass handed to me on Friday by both Smoothcat in the classic Streetfighter stuff and by VDO in the Marvel stuff. Now, to be fair, these guys are great players. They are still pro players who enter tournaments to this day. They still actively play. If you didn't notice, VDO was Warlord in Marvel 2, meaning he's played the collection like endlessly and kicks everyone's ass at it, right? While I don't do that at all. All right, I just casually play and every once in a while do a stream or two. So I'm not up on anything. Like when I play Marvel 2, I don't really have a good character. Like, to be honest with you guys, I don't. My Magneto sucks. My Sentinel sucks. My Sentinel used to be able to do fly-on-fly combos, guaranteed unblockables, and all that stuff. I can't do anything with that shit. I can't fucking do anything when I play now. I've lost all of that skill, that muscle memory. It's all gone, So even if I didn't have, dropped inputs, even if I didn't have input delay settings wrong and everything, I probably still would have lost the matches anyway. I'm just trying to tell you guys, it's not, oh, Phil would have really done much better. No, that's not the case. I probably still would have gotten bodied. All right. And the truth is, even though I lost a tremendous amount, I had fun and I started to get that feeling again. The best way to describe it is you get this competitive adrenaline running in your body where it feels like, man, I actually want to play and improve and get better again so that I can have competitive matches. I don't think I've had competitive matches in any capacity of, classic Street Fighter in so long. that then you get that kind of a feeling that you want the competition again, right? So, I think that this is probably going to be something I'll talk with these guys about when they can do it and stuff like that. But I would like to do it from time to time, even if it's not every week. Maybe it's every few weeks we get together on a night and we could do matches like that against each other. But what do they say? Steel tempers steel or something like that, right? So you need to play better players, even if they whoop your ass. You need to play better players in order to get better. I could just sit there playing Marvel 2 randomly, and I'm never going to get better. Look at the people who I play when I play Marvel 2 randomly. They're grandmasters, and they fucking suck ass. They're terrible players who just abuse the rushdown that can't be blocked online, and they think they're good. They're not. They're awful players, and that's why I can actually beat them. They suck. They don't even have the fundamentals down. As opposed to playing VDO. VDO is a tournament winner, a master of the game, who can whoop my ass because he's fucking good, and I'd rather lose to VDO 10 straight than beat a scrub 10 straight. Do you see my point? All right? But at the same time, I would actually like to have the game work well and not be sitting there with the wrong settings and everything, because I had everything wrong. The resolution was wrong, so that was input delay. The input settings were wrong, so that was more input delay. So I fucked myself. All right? We'll see what happens. Now, when I play again, I'm going to try to do it all right. All right? So let's see. Maybe I'll talk to these guys. I'm not guaranteed you guys it's happening again this week. All right? Probably, I'd like to do it maybe Friday night again, but I don't know. It depends on life and everything. Let's see what happens. But maybe next time things will go a little better. I don't know. But I'll tell you, it's frustrating. Hey, let's play Super Turbo. This is the one I should be dominating in. My move doesn't come out. I can't block. My combo drops. What the fuck? Like, did I lose half my fingers? How is this game just not working for me? And then I look at it like, oh, because there's a million things that were all fucked up, right? In the stupid settings. Oh, King Crimson, there's way more people. Trust me. I've been talking with several people. Many people might get back into it if we can get like something going. We can play against each other, So we'll see what happens, all right? But yeah, I'm excited, and we'll see what happens moving forward. So that was Friday night. And just so everyone knows, and FYI, things are not good right now behind the scenes. I'm very stressed, all right? So my apologies if I come off as pissy or irritated or really just annoyed and upset today or exhausted, because I am. I am exhausted right now. All right. And the exhaustion is going to continue. This is not something that's going to easily just end or get better. I just got to adjust to it. And I hope that this doesn't affect my content and my streams and stuff. All right. I hope it doesn't, but it is what it is. I can't change reality. I wish I had that power. I don't. So, I'll do my best to just, lose that thought in my head as we're doing stuff. All right. And again, I apologize in advance if I don't see myself where it sucks, but you get older too, a lot more stuff happens. And, as you get older, you got to deal with it. So, when you're young, you feel invincible and you feel like nothing ever bothers you. And the more older you get, you're like, fuck. Shit. Right? Okay. Let's get to some shout outs. Then we'll look at the schedule. And then we're just going to chill. All right. So,